Hello and welcome to the Hooniverse. Now in today's video I thought I would get into the festive spirit by talking about my top 5 favourite Doctor Who Christmas specials. There have been 12 Doctor Who Christmas specials since 2005, and one festive episode way back in 1966 called The Feast of Stephen. So out of these, which are the best in my opinion? Well, at number 5 we have the 2008 Christmas special, The Next Doctor. Now I really do love this episode. It has a brilliant plot which features the 10th Doctor played by David Tennant, encountering a man claiming to be the Doctor, who is played by David Morrissey, but this man has memories missing. The episode focuses on this mystery as the 10th Doctor pieces together a range of clues to find out the man's true identity. I won't spoil it for you if you haven't seen it, so don't worry. What I can say is the range of jokes and one-liners is fantastic, with David Morrissey's character having a very different sonic screwdriver and TARDIS to what you might imagine. The story also features the return of the Cybermen who are trying to conquer Victorian London and construct a Cyber King. Oh, and did I mention the Doctor also uses a sword to fight against the Cyberman? That alone makes this episode worth watching. Moving on to number 4 with the 2005 Christmas special, The Christmas Invasion. This episode was the perfect end to a year that brought back Doctor Who, as this episode sees the newly regenerated Doctor, now in his 10th incarnation, played by David Tennant, crash down to Earth in a great sequence that I will always remember, as the Doctor not only narrowly avoids crashing the TARDIS into his friends Jackie and Mickey, but also proceeds to leave the TARDIS to wish them a Merry Christmas and then collapses. Now this story actually features the Doctor recovering in bed for a large portion of the episode, and leaves the audience in suspense as the threat of the fairly terrifying Sycorax draws closer. We get glimpses of the new Doctor in action as he saves his friends from a killer Christmas tree, but he is mostly out of action. We see what happens when the Doctor isn't there to help and the world is left fairly defenceless. The episode also features the great idea of robotic life forms known as pilot fish, disguising themselves as Santas or Father Christmases. The episode wraps up nicely with a great final showdown as the new Doctor leaps into action in a dramatic and high-stakes sword fight. Now at number 3 with the 2013 Christmas special, Time of the Doctor. This episode is not only a Christmas special, but is also the regeneration story for the 11th Doctor, played by Matt Smith, who meets his demise on the planet Trenzalore in a brilliant story which features the Doctor facing off against Daleks, Weeping Angels, Sontarans, and a wooden Cyberman, to name a few, as the Doctor defends the planet Trenzalore from destruction by his enemies. He makes his stand at the town appropriately named Christmas. As well as defending the people of the town, he is also trying to save all the Time Lords on Gallifrey. This Christmas special is just great as it nicely ties up the 11th Doctor's era, introduces us to the 12th Doctor played by Peter Capaldi, all after Matt Smith delivers one of, if not the best, pre-regeneration speeches, as well as revealing the TARDIS can cook a turkey, and that it's okay to feel emotional about the death of a Cyberman head. The episode remains in my mind for many reasons. Most I've mentioned, but I love the idea of the youngest actor to play the Doctor to this date being the one that ends up looking the oldest. There's a sort of poetry to it, and that's great. At number 2 on the list, we have the 2-part 2009 Christmas special, The End of Time. This was the 10th Doctor's regeneration story, and it was spectacular, with massive moments in an action-packed episode which saw David Tennant's Doctor fighting against the dying of the light, as he tries to save the Earth from the Master, who has the brilliant idea of turning every human being on the planet into himself. The Master is brilliantly portrayed by John Simm in this special, and was probably the most unhinged and unpredictable we've ever seen the character. The special is made up of so many great scenes that become iconic instantly, such as the Doctor and the Master's numerous chase and showdown scenes. The thrilling scene where the Doctor pilots a ship down to Earth while attempting to dodge all of Earth's missiles, and a stunning plot twist, which sees the return of the Time Lords. This episode truly is great, summing up the 10th Doctor's era in a 2-part special which not only features action-packed moments, but those more quiet and calm scenes between the Doctor and Wilf provide a great sense of emotion. And who could forget that regeneration scene? A great special, but it's not number 1. Yes, that's right. My number 1 Doctor Who Christmas special goes to The Voyage of the Damned. I would have loved to have seen Russell T Davies' pitch for this episode, as it features a space cruise ship named the Titanic, poor choice of name I know, at risk of crashing down to Earth and its nuclear-powered engine destroying the planet if it touches it. The story begins with the Doctor repairing his TARDIS after the Titanic crashes into it, and then he relaxes. He meets Astrid Peth, played by Kylie Minogue, and a range of other guests. They visit Earth briefly, and all is well. Then a meteor-related incident happens, and kills the majority of the guests, wrecking the ship and leaves the Doctor stranded as the TARDIS drifts back to Earth. The episode features beautiful moments between the Doctor and Astrid, heroic moments as the Doctor walks alone through the wreckage, one of the most iconic speeches in the 10th Doctor's era, as well as a great conclusion to the episode, as we see the Doctor attempt to pilot the Titanic away from the Earth in a tense scene with a fantastic soundtrack, and one of the best phrases, Allons-y, Alonzo. The special is the perfect blend of Christmas and Doctor Who, full of action, adventure, exploration, hope, loss and heroism. It's a Christmas special where the enemies are not just Killer Gold Angel androids, but the hazardous environments in which the Doctor and the guests must endure. It's the combination of all these things that makes this Christmas special stand out to me. And that is my top 5 Doctor Who Christmas specials, and I can say that there are plenty of other great specials which I could have put on this list, and I'm sure that this year's Christmas special, Twice Upon a Time, will be one of the best yet. What's your favourite Doctor Who Christmas special? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like this video, please click the like button. And if you want to see more content, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.